Have you ever wondered where the sport of cricket originated? This game, which now captivates hearts and minds across the globe, has its roots firmly planted in the pastoral landscape of medieval England. Picture this. It's the 13th century in a rural English village. Life is simple, and so are the pleasures. Among these rustic delights, a new pastime emerges, a game that would one day become the beloved sport we now know as cricket. The villagers, young and old alike, gather in open meadows, their faces lit up with anticipation. The equipment is basic, a reflection of the times. A sturdy wooden bat, a handcrafted ball, and the sheer joy of playing under the open sky. No fancy gear, no elaborate rules, just the pure, unadulterated spirit of the game. In these humble beginnings, cricket was less about competition and more about community. It was a way for the villagers to bond, to celebrate the simple joys of life. The bat and ball were not just tools for a game, but instruments that fostered unity, camaraderie, and a sense of belonging. As the years rolled on, the game evolved, its popularity spreading from the open meadows of rural England to the manicured gardens of the aristocracy. Yet, even as it underwent transformations and refinements, cricket never lost its essence. It remained at its heart a game that brought people together, a game that transcended the boundaries of class and status. So the next time you watch a thrilling cricket match, remember the journey this sport has taken. From the quiet meadows of medieval England to the roaring stadiums of the modern world, cricket has remained a testament to the power of sport to unite and inspire. Thus, cricket began as a humble pastime in the pastoral landscape of England. But this was just the beginning of a journey that would see the game evolve, spread, and ultimately captivate the world. Cricket, however, was not destined to remain a simple rural pastime. Its evolution has been a fascinating journey. From the pastoral meadows of medieval England to the manicured lawns of aristocratic estates and bustling urban parks. As the sport grew in popularity, it found favor among the English elite. The nobles of the 17th century, with their taste for refinement and sophistication, embraced cricket. This was not the rough-and-tumble game of the rural folk, but a more elegant version, played with crafted equipment and a set of rules that introduced structure and strategy. The English gentry's love for cricket was instrumental in its evolution. The game was no longer just a way to pass the time, but a competitive sport that demanded skill and tactical acumen. The bat and ball were no longer crude implements, but precision instruments that could coax out the subtlest nuances of play. With the aristocracy's backing, cricket spread from the countryside to the cities, finding a home in the urban parks and green spaces. Here, the game was further refined with the introduction of formalized rules and match structures. This was the dawn of cricket as we know it today, a game of strategy, skill, and endurance. Cricket matches became a spectacle, drawing crowds of spectators who cheered on their favorite teams. Leagues were formed, pitting town against town, county against county. This was a far cry from the casual games played in the rural meadows. Cricket had become a sport in its own right, with a dedicated following and a distinctive identity. The refinement of cricket was not just about the game itself. It was also about the culture that surrounded it. The sport became a symbol of English elegance and sophistication, a reflection of the nation's values and aspirations. As cricket gained sophistication, it also garnered a wider audience. It was no longer just a game for the English elite, but a sport that resonated with people from all walks of life, creating a shared sense of community and camaraderie. Cricket had truly evolved, and its journey was just beginning. The 17th century marked a significant turning point in the history of cricket. As the British Empire expanded its boundaries, cricket found its way into the hearts and cultures of people far beyond the shores of England. This was the era of colonial expansion, a time when the British, armed with their love for cricket, sailed to distant lands and introduced the game to new audiences. Imagine British sailors on their long voyages, passing time on deck with a friendly game of cricket. Picture settlers in foreign lands, playing cricket in their spare time, a reminder of their homeland. Now, imagine the local people, intrigued by this strange new game, gradually learning the rules, picking up the bat and ball, and making the game their own. In the sun-drenched fields of India, cricket found fertile ground. It was adopted by the local populace and over time evolved into a national obsession. In Australia, known for its competitive spirit, cricket was embraced wholeheartedly, leading to some of the most thrilling matches in cricket history. In the Caribbean, cricket became more than just a sport. It was a symbol of unity and resistance against colonial rule, a way for the islands to assert their identity on the global stage. The West Indies team, with their flamboyant style and indomitable spirit, became a force to be reckoned with, forever changing the face of cricket. Each of these regions brought their unique flavor to the game. The elegant techniques of the English, the strategic mastermind of the Australians, the fiery passion of the West Indies, and the sheer artistry of the Indians. All these diverse elements came together to enrich the game, making it a truly global sport. Cricket's journey across the globe further cemented its place in the world of sports. From a humble pastime in rural England to a beloved sport in various corners of the world, cricket's colonial expansion is a testament to the game's timeless appeal and its ability to unite people across cultural boundaries. Fast forward to the present day, cricket is a sport that captivates audiences worldwide. With its roots planted firmly in the past, it has blossomed into a spectacle of skill, strategy, and nail-biting suspense. A sport that started as a simple village game has now become a global phenomenon, its drama and excitement echoing in stadiums from Mumbai to Melbourne. Across the globe, cricket's appeal is universal. In the bustling cities of India, the sport is a way of life, with millions glued to their screens during high-stakes matches. Down under in Australia, cricket is a summer staple, with games played on the beach, in backyards, and on world-class pitches. Across the Caribbean, the rhythmic beats of calypso music often accompany the sport, adding a unique flavor to the game. The drama of cricket is not confined to any one place. It unfolds in iconic stadiums that have witnessed unforgettable moments of triumph and heartbreak. The hallowed grounds of Lord's in England, known as the home of cricket, have seen titanic battles and historic victories. The Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia, the largest cricket stadium in the world, has hosted thrilling Boxing Day tests and World Cup finals. The Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, a symbol of India's cricketing prowess, has reverberated with the cheers of jubilant fans during nail-biting finishes. These stadiums are more than just buildings. They are temples of cricket, brimming with tales of legendary matches and tournaments. They have played host to the titans of the game and have been the stage for some of cricket's most iconic moments. And yet, the allure of cricket is not just in the stadiums or in the matches. It is in the shared passion that unites people across continents. It is in the collective gasp of spectators as a ball sails towards the boundary, the roar of the crowd when a wicket falls, and the silence that descends when the outcome of a match hangs in the balance. From England to Australia, cricket has become a shared passion that unites people across continents. It is a global phenomenon that transcends borders, cultures, and languages, binding us all in the love of the game. In every cricket match, a story unfolds. Stories of camaraderie and competition, of intense rivalries and stirring victories. Stories that transcend boundaries, uniting people from diverse backgrounds in their shared love for this timeless sport. Cricket is not merely a game, it's an intricate ballet of strategy and athleticism, of patience and poise. It's a test of skill, where every run scored, every wicket taken, every catch held becomes a moment etched in history. It's a spectacle where heroes are made, where the underdog can triumph, and where the thrill of victory is only as sweet as the courage in defeat. But beyond the spectacle, beyond the strategy and the skill, lies the true essence of cricket. It's a sport that embodies values that resonate deeply with us all. The camaraderie that sees teammates standing shoulder to shoulder, supporting each other through the highs and lows. The competition that pushes individuals and teams to strive for excellence, to outdo not just their opponents, but also their own past performances. And then there's sportsmanship, the respect for the game, for the opponents, for the rules. The recognition that winning is important, but how you play the game matters just as much. Cricket has shown us time and again that true sportsmanship can shine even in the heat of the most intense battles. Cricket transcends boundaries. It bridges divides, fostering a sense of unity and shared passion. From the bustling streets of Mumbai to the serene countryside of England, from the sandy beaches of the Caribbean to the sprawling landscapes of Australia, cricket is a common language that connects us all. And so, the legacy of cricket continues, It's a legacy that is not just about the runs scored or the matches won. It's about the spirit of the game, the values it embodies, the unity it fosters. It's about the joy it brings to millions of fans around the world and the dreams it inspires in countless young hearts. As we look to the future, the enduring legacy of cricket continues, a testament to the love of the game.